Masquerade say Mure Zimbabwe, welcome to our channels in confessions and deep secrets. Kana kariki kutanga kukuya pani channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Kana chungwagara subscribe, don't forget to comment and share this video. Nasi Mure Zimbabwe Tagwirei, nyari kupisa nyari kunetsa nyaya buda nemubato re Zanu PF anomera mushe zvirikunzi a faction within the Zimbabwe's ruling party Zanu PF. It aligned to President Emmerson Mnangagwa and they are attempting to orchestrate the removal of Vice President Constantino Chiwenga muri Zimbabwe hanzi chiitiko chakaitika last week the last central committee meeting yakaitwa muri Zimbabwe. Zvisinei zvirikunzi this maplans aya hanzi they were derailed zvinova zvinhu zvakahighlighta factional battles ari mubato rezanu PF rinomira mushe vachiwenga vari kunzi he's become a prime target from loyalist Mnangagwa alikuwa accuser nenyaya yekuresista the Zanu PF 2024 annual conference resolution iyo iri kusika kuextenda president yava Mnangagwa kusvika 2030. So zviri kunzi former army general vari kutaurayo vachiti aiwa ndo vari kuda chimuti kana vaMnangagwa vachinge vabva. vaMnangagwa vari kunzi is trying to consolidate power ravo nekuisa padhuze maallies avo. Zvirunza zvinopera mushe muri Zimbabwe mumeeting vachiwenga vakaquestiona presence yava Tagwirei muCentral Committee meeting zvichinzi vaidei imomo muri Zimbabwe zvakare naadvisor wapresident vatungwarara hanzi vanga vari president mumeeting iyo zvakakonzera kuti vachiwenga vaonekwe vachiquestiona presence yevaviri ava muri Zimbabwe. Zvinopera mushe parunzi pavazopiwa justification yekuti pane mafundraising avaida kupresenta kuvakuru veparty. Hazvisinei vachiwenga vari kunzi havana kufara nechitiko ichochi hanzi vakaonekwa vachitaura kuti no zvaifanira kuitwa in a proper way muri Zimbabwe. Nyaya yakabuditswa neThe Blair 24 vachitaura ivo vachiti a faction within Zimbabwe's ruling party Zanu PF aligned with President Emmerson Mnangagwa attempted to orchestrate the removal of Vice President Constantino Chiwenga at last week's Central Committee meeting. However, their plans were derailed, highlighting the intensifying factional battles within the party. Chiwenga has become a prime target of Mnangagwa's loyalists, who accuse him of resisting the Zanu PF 2024 annual conference resolution that seeks to extend Mnangagwa's presidency until 2030. The former army general is alleged to be harboring presidential ambitions, with party spokesperson Christopher Mchangwa publicly asserting that the push for Mnangagwa's extended rule is meant to block Chiwenga from ascending to the presidency. Reports indicate that a faction within Zanu PF now seeks to replace Chiwenga with Kudakwashe Tagwirei, a prominent businessman and key financial backer of the ruling party. Plans were reportedly in motion to co-opt Tagwirei into the Central Committee, paving the way for his eventual elevation into the presidium. Tagwirei was scheduled to make a presentation at last week's Central Committee meeting in Harare as part of a resource mobilization committee. However, Chiwenga intervened effectively, blocking the move. A senior Zanu PF official revealed that had Tagwirei been allowed to address the meeting, it would have triggered a coordinated campaign by party provincial structures to have him formally integrated into the Central Committee. During the Central Committee meeting, Vice President Chiwenga reportedly expressed shock upon discovering that Tagwirei and another Mugabe ally, Paul Tungwarara, were present in the gallery. He immediately questioned their attendance, given that neither were members of the Central Committee. Mnangagwa redirected the inquiry to Zanu PF political commissar Munyaradzi Machacha, who justified their presence by stating they were set to make presentations on fundraising. Unconvinced, Chiwenga insisted that correct procedure would have been for the two to present their proposals to the commissar, who would then delay them to the Central Committee. Following his objection, Tagwirei and Tungwarara were escorted out of the meeting. Masvingo provincial chairperson Robson Mavenyengwa later confirmed that his province supported efforts to have Tagwirei elevated to the Central Committee. Chiwenga's detractors reportedly aimed to use social media activities as grounds for his removal. They accused him of allowing his backers to use online platforms to attack Mnangagwa. During the Central Committee meeting, Zanu-PF National Chairperson Opamu Chinguri cited social media as a major threat to party cohesion, specifically pointing out instances where the president had been targeted. Chiwenga, however, countered by suggesting that the Central Committee should draft a resolution promoting responsible social media use across the board to safeguard all party leaders, not just Mnangagwa. He warned that failing to regulate social media discourse could lead to serious division within the party. Amid growing tensions, Zanu-PF spokesperson Mutswangwa recently made a bold declaration against Chiwenga. In an interview with UK-based platform Dagup, he alleged that Chiwenga had been pressuring Mnangagwa to anoint him as his successor, an expectation the president rejected. That guy wanted to be anointed to become president, to become a successor to the president, Mutswangwa claimed. So, you want to remove the president, but before you do so, you want him to appoint you. How do you do that? You are squaring a circle. Mugabe used to say, I will nominate my successor, but Mnangagwa is saying, no, we must go for elections. That's normal for a democratic party. The latest developments underscore the deepening power struggle within Zanu-PF as factions would jostle for influence ahead of 2028 elections. While Mnangagwa's allies push for consolidation, his grip on power beyond his constitutionally mandated 2 terms, Chiwenga's faction appears determined to challenge the move. With tensions reaching a boiling point, Zanu-PF's internal discord could shape the country's political landscape in the coming years. Doma Buditsiro akaitwa nyaya muri Zimbabwe neti Bulawayo 24 tisingazive kuti muliona sei muri Zimbabwe nyaya iyoyi mava nebongozozo mubato reZanu-PF pari kunzi vaChiwenga varikuda kubviswa pavice president pachipinzwa vaTagwirei muri Zimbabwe. Tisingazive kuti munoona sei nyaya iyi tiudzei zvamuri kufunga mucomment section.